friends, to Happy Brain, Happy Life. My name is Dr. Mirelia Zaponte, Dr. Mimi, for many of you that already follow me. And this week I have a special show because it's one of my favorite topics. I love dream boards. Now, there's people that hate them, that people that think they are blah blah blah, but I love dream boards, and I am going to bring you today a show that talks about how brain-powered dream boards can really make your business and life very successful this year. And so here at Happy Brain, Happy Life, our goal is to teach you brain health strategies so that you can apply in your life to think, feel, and act better every single time. And this is why I believe dream boards are a key piece or can be a key piece to you having a very successful year. And how about we get started? Okay. So let's talk about what really, a dream board is, right? What is a dream board? And a dream board is a spot or a place that you decide to practice visualization of what you are projecting, right? Or you are manifesting, if we can call it that way. If you are manifesting during this coming year. Now, this can be, I do them throughout the year. So for me, it's not just at the beginning of the year, I do it throughout the year. And the reason why is because really it is an exercise to activate your brain. A good dream board is not just a piece of cardboard that you cut a whole bunch of images there and place them there and let it be, and it'll come to you. No, it doesn't work that way, okay? And this is why so many people have been so unsuccessful with an effective dream board. And I'm going to teach you a few strategies and things to really make it come to life for you. Now, you do have to think outside your traditional methods. You do have to think outside, the traditional, make a list, write your objectives, write them measurable and reachable. This is honestly good, but this is certainly not activating the brain in too many ways, okay? It's just giving it routine, which is very important, but it's not going to activate its level of creativity and intuition and just the oomph that it needs for us to really achieve the goals that we have in life. Now, who is receiving this information? Your brain's of prefrontal cortex is really the brain's CEO. So that's who you're activating with visualization. That is the part of your brain that you really want to get engaged in the process. So I want you to think for a minute. If you close your eyes and you can visualize a successful day in your business, what do you see? What do you feel? And what do you hear? Take a moment and think about that. Now, I would love for you to save this question and do it kind of in the quietness. I don't have that much of time today to teach you through that, but think about that question. And as you end this lesson today, take a moment to close your eyes and to visualize a successful day in your business. What does it feel like? What do you see? What do you hear around you? And this exercise really will help you focus your brain on the future possibilities. And it actually primes your creative thinking. So, asking the right questions is one of the key pieces to creating your, very successful neuroscience based dream board. Now, let me tell you something. Our reticular activating system, we call it the RAS, right? It has a role in filtering information in the brain. It has a role of deciding what I want, what I believe, what I don't believe, what experiences are of value, what are not. It makes decision. It's your filter. However, visual stimuli really strengthens those pathways to the goal achievement. And this is why our reticular system really benefits from seeing what you wanted to see in the future, seeing it now. And so it also triggers dopamine role in the process of motivation. Like if you see really your dream board is going to be your daily trigger. And why I see a daily trigger, because there are some keys as to where you put it, how you use it every day. It's not a once in a year kind of thing, but it's going to be part of your daily routines. And the more you use it, the more it's coming to life, and it's going to gather meaning for that prefrontal cortex to work on making it happen. Now, when have you, think about it, when have you experienced a clear mental picture of what your real life should be or what action in your life should be? Think about it. Think about it for a minute. And so today, I want you that when we're done, I want you to gather, a large, cardboard or one of those project white cardboards. And I want you to gather magazines, scissors, glue, markers, stickers, things that you can gather that you have at home. You don't have to go buy all this stuff. You just gather from what you have at home, and make sure that you start with a clear set intention. Okay? With a clear set intention. So I want you to write three goals for your business, three goals for your life, personal life, growth life. You can also, I tend to kind of make it in five different areas of my life. So, like health, I use health, financials, personal growth, relationships. Okay. And spiritual growth as well. So I divided into those because there's different things that I want to, that I want to achieve in different parts of our life. But you can certainly don't have to start with all five of them. Maybe you only focus on your business for this one and write three goals for your business that you would love to achieve in this year. But I have a trick. We also want to have short and long-term goals within that dream board. Okay. Now this gets revised for me all the time, like a couple of times a year. So I don't necessarily just put the year stuff there. I can put things that I visualize in 5 years or in 10 years. And let me tell you, the thing is that I planned for 5 years and things happen in like two. And the last one of the weirdest ones that we had was that we had said, okay, this is house, we're going to be here for about 5 years, and then we'll move to bigger land. And that happened in a year and a half. So yes, it does work. It works. It works because it brings you clarity and of intention. So the second thing that I want you to activate is your creativity. Now I want you to think, not to think with your prefrontal cortex at this time. I want you to let your mind loose through magazines and just let it see what comes up to you, what comes to you that is linked and related to those goals that you set for your business. See what kind of attracts. Some images might not even be related to directly the three goals, but they do kind of come and pop up to you. Take that image and cut it out. Why not just search for images online and print them out and just do something really nice and pretty? Because I want your creative part of your brain to be activated. This is why in school, kids really shouldn't be learning so much academics so early. They should just be playing because play is learn. And so let your brain, play for a while. I have done this exercise with young kids to adults to seniors. And let me tell you, I remember this couple that I was doing this exercise with, two seniors who are retired already. They're like, okay, well, what am I dreaming of right now? Right. And I remember them not starting the exercise without even knowing what they were going to put on those cardboards. And then they started looking through the magazines, and all of a sudden, things that they hadn't even thought about pop up as a new goal, pop up as a new idea. And so I want you to play creative during this time. Do not judge it. Just play for a while. Your brain is going to love it, enjoy it. and keep those goals in mind so that things, maybe even words, it doesn't necessarily have to be pictures, but even words that you find throughout the magazine, just cut them out and start playing. And so letting that, prefrontal cortex really get creative and expand. Okay. And then I want you to also think about what are you going to be your affirmations for the day. So what do you see yourself with, craft yourself some really powerful affirmations like, I am a successful speaker impacting lives worldwide, right? So see how you're going to create and write. You could write those down in your dream board. You can find words that connect with those. You can find images that connect with those affirmations and make sure that those get put in that dream board as well. And then let's set some time for mindful creation. And what that means is that I want to encourage you to be really in the moment, um, and imagine yourself what the success would look like and envision that and place that visualization, place it in your dream board, exactly what it would look like. As a speaker, I see a large audience listening to what I have to teach about brain health. Then a picture of a huge, stadium, or something in a stadium, or something in a big, stage. What is it for you? Is it expansion of your business? Is it more than, two or three or four localizations? What is it that it means for your business and for your life? What would that look like? And make sure that that gets into that dream board. Now, here's where your dream, and now this is going to take you some time. I honestly, we typically do ours in the end of the year, towards the beginning of the year. We've changed because of family gatherings. We love doing it together. So we love doing it as a family, and we even invite friends over when we do this. But here is the hack to dream board use and making it effective. Now, the fun part is, yes, creating it, putting all the colors and all the things, but that's where people leave it at. That's where people say, well, the dreams in there were like so big, and they did not really create with the real clear intention. So once you've created your board with intention, pay attention, because here are the hacks that are going to help you make this dream board effective for you. Number one is that you have to create a habit of making this dream board and placing it in a place where you will see it daily. Yes, no, it's not to go get some dust in the closet or in the back closet or in the office closet, or it's got to be in a place that you see it daily. Now, I am not ashamed of people coming to my house and seeing a cardboard in the wall. So mine is in the kitchen area, where we actually go in between our in between our refrigerator and our stove, because we have to pass that every single day. So mine is right there to kind of stop and create a moment. Now, always second exercise is going to be, make sure that you create a routine where you spend 5 minutes visualizing your dream board each morning. And what does that mean? We got 5 minutes for anything. So 5 minutes that you can set up a watch, or you can set up your phone for 5 minutes and just think about the images in that dream board. Think about what you want to achieve with them. Think about how would it look like if they already, if they are in the present right now. What does that feel like? What does that look like? Okay. One of the, most amazing Olympic athletes, there's been Michael Phelps. His main exercise was visualization. Visualization, visualizing his win, visualizing him making it to that finish line, visualizing. So, visualization is key element to everyday practice. And number three is going to be a mental rehearsal technique. And what that means is that you're going to sit and visualize yourself achieving that goal, but it is in detail. Now, for some of you, this even exercise can be in writing. This is why journaling is so beautiful, right? Because you can journal about anything. And one of the key exercise in a daily routine can be just sit for a couple minutes and visualize what the end of the day is going to look like. If you're in sales, you know, how many sales have you accomplished during that day because you did the things that you love and because you took the action that it required for you to achieve them. Okay. Now, let me tell you something. It will require action for that dream board to come to pass. It will require action for that dream board to come to pass. It's not just about faith. However, without faith, it will not happen. Without believing that it can happen and putting that visualization before your subconscious believes it, you know, there's no way of it happening. So you have to implement in your subconscious, in the parts of your brain that are not thinking about it, you have to implement it so much that it starts becoming a reality because now you are moving towards that reality. And sometimes it's not going to require a whole lot of you for it to happen. It will require that now, because you're so conscious about this process and so conscious about what you want to, and in your subconscious, you're also so clear about what you want it to achieve, that things are going to start happening. People are going to show up. The right connections are going to show up. The right setting is going to be there for you. The right, relationships start to happen. The right negotiations just start to fall in place. And it's not because you did a whole lot of things, it's because you really believed what you wanted. And so you started moving in that direction without a doubt and without a question. You see? And so this is why a dream board is really useful, and it can clearly be an important role in your life. Now, it's not just about the pictures in a wall, and it's not just about dreaming about things that can't come true. It's about believing the things that you want as if they were already there, and creating that thought, that clear thought in your brain, so that now the actions that you take throughout the day are all directed in the same direction towards your goals. So I hope this has helped a little bit today. I hope that you can see dream boards in a different dimension and direction. I remember one of the our first, in 2008, Mike, my husband, and I created our first dream board, okay, together. And I still have it. I don't have it here today, but I still have it. And in that first dream board, he was more clear than me. Let me tell you that secret. He was more clear than me of having kids, but he had such a clear image in his mind of what that baby would look like. And so we're looking through magazines, and I remember this. And he cut this image out of a baby girl. Let me tell you this, of a baby girl, um, in a dad's arm. So it was a very, masculine hand, and the baby's lying on the hand, kind of sideways, with a big, big pink bow. And he put that picture in the dream board, and I'm like, okay, they're his dreams. I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not even gonna ask. And it was so beautiful because we it was 2009. It was 2009, and I remember we got married in 2010, and then in 2012, my daughter is born. Now, it was interesting because You see, the dream board was done in 2009, right? So the dream didn't come to pass 2010, 2011, but it was there clear in a place where we could see it. Now, other things in that dream board were happening, like his golf clubs and trips and things that we were doing and goals that we had, like, paying off some debts and stuff like that, and things were working in that direction. But there are going to be some dreams that are not going to pass within those 12 months that you created that dream board. However, it is so important for you to keep the vision and continue to see it moving forward and through, because when we did that first dream board, we were not even married. Okay, so in 2010 we got married. In 2011, we got pregnant. And my daughter was born in 2012. Now, dreams will, some of them will take some time because there is a progression towards that goal. Now, did we know that it was going to be a baby girl? A lot of people in genetics will tell me no. He didn't, it could have been a boy, it could have been a girl. I remember the first time I went for a sonogram that they were supposed to tell me the sex of the baby. They had told me it was a boy, and we were both like, oh, okay, well, we're happy anyway. But when we did a second sonogram, they said, no, no, it's a girl, it's a girl. And so we knew, because in our hearts, we had already dreamt in a direction and we had really acted towards that. Now, of course, in genetics, you might tell me, no, that's not possible. It's perfectly fine. We certainly know that our brains are capable of creating our reality, right? And so, what I just want to tell you, and when she was born is so amazing, because I remember him telling me I could visualize her exactly the way she was going to be, light eyes, her hair, everything. He could visualize her. And it's interesting because she was born with darker hair and we couldn't tell the color of her eyes. And as she grew, her hair was lighter, her eyes were lighter, and so it's amazing how you are able to really create your reality, with faith, right? With faith, but also with action. And so I want you this year to think about that. My dreams are going to be totally different than yours. What you dream is perfectly good for you, and we want to support you on them. So I want you to take this time to create something for you. Create it for you. It's not for anybody else, it's for you. And as you see yourself, as you make this a real active exercise, not just another picture cardboard in a corner that is going to get dusty, but an active exercise that you're going to put in place, understanding that your brain is helping you create this reality, that God is also helping you in creating this reality, because he tells you whatever you think and you ask for and you create and you put your thought to, it's coming towards you because he already gave you the inspiration to think about it. So make this exercise a real effective one for you, from a brain perspective, from a neural perspective, but also from a believing perspective, that you're putting the action into making it a successful dream board for you. So hope that you have enjoyed today's dream board teaching from a brain perspective. But more than anything, comment if you are going to be making this dream board for yourself. And if you do, tell me what the experience feels like. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget, you can have our book, Happy Brain, Happy Life. It's right on Amazon. The link is going to be right behind it, under this. And hope that you connect. Just connect. DM me. I'm very reachable, very approachable. And maybe you can be part of one of our mastermind groups or our individual coaching groups. Have a blessed day.